Ja Morant is not better than De'Aaron Fox. Ja Morant is not better than De'Aaron Fox. Fuck. He probably has more upside than Fox. Hell, he has more upside than some of the niggas who are literally on the list. But today, you're bugging the fuck out, my guy.
December 7th, 2020. At best, 10-9-8. If people want to cap in the chat and go crazy and cap in the chat. And people were saying Ja Morant was too low on my list back then. You had YouTuber after YouTuber after YouTuber coming back out. Ja was overrated back then. Doing shit like 18.9, 7.2, 4.6, or 45-35. He goes to the playoffs, goes crazy. You still got YouTubers like, bruh, okay, chill the fuck out, but that was nice. Goes to the play and dubs Curry, okay, chill the fuck out, but that was nice. He ups the ante from there again, and he's overrated. Okay, what is so egregious about Ja Morant that has people saying he's overrated? Because I'm not seeing the player that people are saying Ja Morant is better than, even for the ranking motherfuckers, to where it's like, oh yeah, Ja's overrated. ESPN comparing him to Giannis. ESPN's talking about Ja Morant winning the MVP award. Anytime a motherfucker talks about Ja versus Jokic, Ja versus Luka, they literally go on to say that that motherfucker is a better player than Ja. But they talk about Ja this season. They talk about his metrics. They talk about him winning MVP. If you're so hell-bent on the MVP conversation, sure, in terms of winning the MVP award, you could argue Ja Morant is overrated. But in terms of a talent, nobody's overrating Ja Morant as a talent. People don't know how to pick a fucking MVP award. MVP's been fucking nasty for 50 fucking years. If I asked y'all who deserves to win MVP and went year by year by year by year, y'all would never have us a unanimous motherfucker, except for Curry 2016. Spoiler alert, he actually was unanimous that year. But I know that's not enough for y'all. Allow me to go player by player. Let me look up take by take with y'all live, and let's see. Let's start off with Steph Curry. He plays same position. Would you rather have in clutch moments a day ago? Bet.
Ja Morant, he has a slight edge for MVP for me. For him to have this team in a position to be third best in the NBA, and I think you're starting to see the Golden State Warriors without Draymond Green, how much that means to this team is a huge loss in Steph's ability to get his shot off in those clutch moments due to his passing ability. I look at what Ja Morant is doing with Memphis, and I look at the components they have around him. I would pick Ja Morant over Stephen Curry right now for clutch moment to get it done down the stretch.
So, Jay Williams, as of literally yesterday, believes that he would take Ja Morant in the clutch over Steph Curry in the clutch. I don't see how that more so overrates Ja than it does the media yet again underestimating how clutch Steph Curry is, if you even argue that you would take Curry, because I know some of y'all motherfuckers taking Ja. Let's just keep it high. Steph Curry's been an underrated clutch performer for 6 years. There's people like Max Kellerman, since we want to go off of the media being the one that overrates it, a guy like Max Kellerman, a guy like Skip Bayless, where Steph Curry can't hit the big one. He misses the most important shot. I don't think this is a situation where some of you guys would look at this and be like, oh yeah, Ja dicks up. I'm looking at it more so, motherfuckers just don't think Curry's that clutch. You see the chat literally spamming, I want Iguodala. Niggas don't think Steph that clutch, and that's just an unfortunate reality for Steph Curry, more so than it is Ja being overrated. Let's see if we can find another one. Ja's most exciting player since Steph Curry. This is literally a fan opinion. Who cares? If this gets you mad, get over it. I don't know what to tell you. Ja, Steph Curry, Ja plays there. Can Ja become as popular as Steph Curry? Literally a fan opinion. Like, okay. Yeah, most must see, exciting. Anybody who would argue Ja's overrated because of comparisons to Curry, I don't see it. Nobody is even dare saying that Ja Morant is just straight up better than Steph Curry outside of people who are like, oh, I'm in chat, I'm different. Oh, I'm in chat, I stand out. Sage, get mad at me. Like, outside of those motherfuckers, no person of rationale is out here saying that Ja Morant is a better player than Stephen Curry. But in terms of Stephen Curry this season, he's obviously had a bad season. Ja Morant's having a better season than Steph Curry. It'd be a lot of dick suck to say that this motherfucker is having a better season. Hell, he just came off of one of the worst slumps, and he's finally turned it around, and him turning around has only been but so much impressive. 24.6, 7.5, 4.44. Yeah, nah. It's just a no shit Sherlock. The Giannis one is what someone brought up that got him mad. So let's do Ja Giannis. Who would you rather have right now? Okay, bet. This one's pretty concrete unless someone explains himself. I believe this is the clip I alluded to earlier.
Ja or Giannis in these playoffs?
Giannis is an obvious answer. Let me say this to you. Let Ja Morant keep ascending, and I might go with Ja. Giannis is Giannis. Guy's phenomenal. I get all of that. Giannis is Giannis, but we don't know what the hell Ja gonna be. I got Ja Morant as a top 2, top 3 MVP candidate right now. Look, I know Giannis is gonna dominate everybody that's smaller and weaker. I get that. But what Ja Morant can do, Lord have mercy. I can't sit up there and definitively say I'd rather have Giannis come playoff time at this moment because I don't know what the hell I'm going to see from Ja Morant.
Sounds like you're leaning to Ja.
Let Ja Morant keep ascending, and I might go with Ja. What the fuck do you say to that? I guess if Ja Morant just continuously evolves on some hit from Dragon Ball shit, and he just never gets worse, he just keeps getting better, man, then I guess at that point, yeah, I'm gonna take Ja Morant. What the fuck? That seemed to be the main one that triggered y'all, but he literally preludes it, implying that Giannis is better by also stating, hey, Ja's gonna have to keep ascending for me to might take him. So this is what I talk about. When you motherfuckers come here and you get tight and your pussy hurt, and I'm saying, yo, dude's not overrated, he's talking about the potential of Ja Morant. I have yet to hear a Ja Morant is better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. Haven't heard it. Which, by the way, I will concede. Setting the bar at Giannis is pretty crazy. But what the fuck? Like, damn, you're sucking a lot of dick. Like, my man can't have fun. Implying that Kevin Durant, Nikola Jokic, Giannis, Steph Curry, and Ja had all the same chance at MVP. No. Again, that's inconsistency with the MVP award. You could argue he dick sucking Ja Morant's potential. He's not saying nothing about this motherfucker right now. His take was Ja Morant continuously ascending. He believes Ja Morant keeps getting better. And he is arguing by playoff time, the potential of Ja Morant could be better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. 100%. No cap, that's dick suck. Nigga, chill the fuck out. But in terms of talking about overrating Ja Morant right now, that has nothing to do with that shit. You can go to Twitter and run and say Ja Morant's potential is overrated. Sure, I guess Stephen A is the end all be all for you. I guess Stephen A speaks for the entire NBA community. Have your fun. But that doesn't overrate current Ja Morant. Next 10-year thing, that's more potential. I think rather than the media overrating him, the media is definitely going out of its way to boost Ja Morant. That's indisputable. People are talking about Ja Morant over that wild ass Jokic pass. Look at it.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus. He's sold. I know he's sold. That's why I stopped the clip. But yeah, the fact you got like little to no coverage on that, but then Ja Morant coverage, I think that's because Ja's the new name. Ja's just the hype beast guy. I don't think that's because the media thinks Ja Morant's better than Nikola Jokic. What the fuck is this? They're not even comparing these guys. They're disrespecting Jokic by not talking about him like that. Shocker. Again, MVP is an inconsistent award. Don't brought up, that's why people believe he's overrated. That's fine, but you can be wrong. I understand why y'all believe he's overrated because you're seeing a lot of MVP shit, a lot of MVP that, but some people got 60 Jokic winning MVP. Some people got Chris Paul winning MVP. Some people probably got fucking Curry winning MVP. People got Joel Embiid getting MVP. Some people got Giannis. Everybody has different criteria. Some DeMar DeRozan, I'm sorry, people have DeMar DeRozan winning that jump. Everybody has different criteria on what it takes to win MVP. So when people are making MVP takes, it's an MVP vote. Motherfuckers are stupid. Someone voted for Carmelo Anthony. Forgot what year it was, but someone voted for fucking Melo over LeBron. Fucking Ja's overrated because of fucking MVP vote, nigga. Niggas have different criteria for that shit. It's not even the same ideology. Siege, why do people compare? First of all, y'all know who I like more between these two. If anything, bias for him. As of, I believe, February, boy going the fuck crazy. This one I'll dive into a bit further because there's actually an argument for why you would just logically have Ja Morant as a higher MVP candidate than Luka Doncic. And I'll go over it very briefly because it's definitely unpopular. It's people reaching to get a disagreement on the stage again. That people are in the street saying Ja is legit a better basketball player than Luka Doncic. Not a thing for real. But I digress. Y'all ain't gonna want to talk about it. I will. Luka prior to this run, not that good, bro. He just was not. And I don't know about you, but 11 games to 36 speaks for itself. So even if Sage is bugging, I don't like this stream, MVP talks do matter in overration or underration or whatever the fuck, Luka Doncic was not having a season anywhere near the season that Ja Morant was having. This 1 month of basketball does not eradicate that. Does it make it pretty damn close? I ain't gonna bullshit you want to take out of me. Who playing better basketball than this nigga right now? This nigga's going stupid. But to imply that Luka off of a so singular month of basketball warrants him to usurp several MVP candidates, but even one like Ja Morant is ridiculous. Mind you, I'm a bigger Luka fan than all of you. Don't make up takes just to argue against a title thumbnail and TSO Sage. I'm not worth it. Nobody is out here saying if both players are playing their peak basketball that Ja Morant is a legit better player. You'll find those couple of Twitter heads that do it, but majority of people that take themselves seriously are not doing it. They're saying saying he having a better season than Luka Doncic. Motherfucker, he is. But this month, Luka got that shit on lock, as well as Luka Doncic is a better player than Ja Morant. Do people just like to troll you? Yeah. So I don't know what to tell you if Ja Morant and Trae Young isn't a conversation to you. Above everything I've been saying for this stream, this is my main problem saying Ja Morant's overrated. If all of you motherfuckers come to the stream and say he's overrated, what does that tell you? If you have a cult of people tweeting, making videos, come to streams, arguing with me, then leaving, that Ja Morant is overrated, how is he possibly overrated? You literally have the numbers. You quite literally have a bunch of people saying he's overrated. So how is he overrated? Overrated by who, my nigga? If you ask 50 people who's the most underrated Hall of Famer of all time, and they all say Hakeem Olajuwon, how is Hakeem underrated? He's not overrated by literal logic. I don't know how much Stephen A, Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp matters to y'all for y'all to 1 minute call them trash and then the next minute value them so much to say, oh yeah, they're overrated, underrated, depending on what their take is. Clearly you watch them, that's one. But two, and more importantly, it's not that deep. I don't even think people are talking about Chris Paul. Oh yeah, y'all were saying Donovan Mitchell. I think that's just y'all trying to bring up names. But two, and more importantly, the whole consensus with the Jazz is same song, same dance, we're done with you. Nobody's even talking about the Jazz. Nobody's talking about Donovan Mitchell. Y'all motherfuckers want DeRozan in people's top 10s and top 5s, but there can't be a conversation for Ja Morant being better than Donovan Mitchell right now? Are people saying Ja's better than Giannis? No. Are people saying he's better than KD? No. Kawhi when healthy? No. LeBron? No. Curry? No. Luka? No. Jokic? No. Harden? No. Embiid? No. Haven't heard anything about Damian Lillard either. People probably are talking about this and they probably saying Ja. That's why people are leaving the top 10. People are cutting out Kawhi Leonard. People are cutting out Anthony Davis. And they're like, bet, give me DeRozan, give me Ja. Do I agree with that? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. But that's what's happening. Ja Tatum, I guess, is the next conversation to be had. Not a conversation that's being had, being said, but if it was, Jason Tatum's averaging 26 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists on 43-32 splits. That can't be a conversation. Donovan Mitchell, we just went over that. Paul George literally is injured. Kyrie Irving isn't even playing half his games. Chris Paul back. You can't conversate Ja being better than. Okay, bro. So I've covered the media takes. I've debunked the media overrating Ja Morant, ranking takes, and talked about how nobody's overrating that. You're just trying to bring up shit. And I've also talked about how if all of you pull up to this stream saying Ja Morant is overrated for the naysayers that were so active and now they quiet as shit, which is crazy. Either they're quiet or they left because they rage quit because I ain't cucked to their dumbass opinion. But I've debunked if you come here and people agree with you, several people agree with you initially. Oh yeah, Ja's overrated. Ja's overrated. He's not overrated. There's motherfuckers that think he's overrated. Therefore he can't be overrated. That's why I call it hate, bro. Me saying that he's not a top 10 point guard in 2020 was an L take, that I'm underrating him. You thought he was a little bit better than that. For me to still think he's a bit overrated following this season, I'm a bad guy again. He goes to the play-in, has a phenomenal performance. Goes to the playoffs, has a phenomenal performance. Gets even better than that. Now the world's saying, hey, this kid's pretty good. He's overrated. Ain't that the most fucked up shit you ever heard in your life? I ain't gonna lie, that's kinda fucked up. What do you want him to do? Get slightly worse? So then people can say, oh, he's overrated? And you can be like, nah, bro. The kid's special. He's doing great things in our league. He's having a great run. The same way y'all are bitter about Luka Doncic right now because nobody was talking about Luka the entire season. When Ja Morant goes on to have some of the best stretches of basketball in his life, I know it's only 5 games, but when he has a 5-game stretch of doing this, y'all are begging for Luka coverage for the month, and that's fair. But when Ja gets his coverage for doing this shit, that's the main shit. The nigga averaged 40. I understand if you believe Luka is better, Jokic is better, Embiid is better. I would agree with you. All 3 are definitely better players. But if him getting coverage for these performances is now what is justifying you to believe he is overrated, that's fucked up. But maybe I've hit my head. The motherfuckers that was spamming all that shit earlier had all that shit to say. I was tripping earlier. Go ahead, type now. Because everyone thinks he's better than Chris Paul. There is definitely arguments to be made on why Ja Morant could be better than Chris Paul. A statistics argument is 1.5 million there. Let's talk about ability, because I think Chris Paul is an insane talent. Obviously, he's not in his prime no more, though. Eye test wise, Ja Morant is a more athletic player. He ain't got shit the mid-range Chris Paul got. I'd argue it's equal in terms of finishing at the rim. The jump shot, while Chris Paul usually has that, it's not performing that well. In fact, unless I'm mistaken, I think Ja has a higher 3-point percentage than the nigga right now. Defensively, Chris Paul got it 100%. 100%. He just does. But the fact that we're saying there is no conversation, and I don't want to allude to who I think is better because I probably got to end up doing a fucking video soon. The fact that you can't fathom an argument between 2022 Chris Paul or Ja Morant on an MVP caliber season, I don't know what to tell you. And if you have a point why Chris Paul clears him, feel free to comment it. They comparing Ja to Curry in terms of season performance. We went over that. You must have got here. Nobody except for the couple of Twitter trolls. Fair enough, because Twitter is Twitter. Most people are rationale. If I did a poll, who is a better player, Stephen Curry or Ja Morant? Stephen Curry would quite clearly win the poll. Ja's overrated because he beat the Warriors last year when they were terrible. What? I'm not talking about that. If you can't figure out why I'm not talking about it, I don't know what to tell you. No, and your hint is I'm not buying insane stock into that one game. That's an L reason to say Ja Morant's overrated. Anybody else? Luka, Giannis, Jokic carry more than Morant. Who would disagree with that? I've seen some compare to Prime D Rose because it's comparable. It's statistically comparable. Derrick Rose in 2011 compared to Ja Morant averages less points, one more assist, is less efficient from the field, and less efficient from three. Also, come postseason, Derrick Rose has no argument. His splits are awful. So it is a conversation. On top of that, majority of the chat, the same nigga you're trying to go back and forth with, bro, said Derrick Rose is better. Whoever brought up eras, that's the point of the conversation. The point is, Ja curb stomps him statistically, but what if Derrick Rose had that spacing? Oh yeah, you're right. I'd take Derrick Rose. That's literally the conversation. You're doing the most important to his team thing for Curry. Most important to his team. It's easy to get into a sped debate. You take Curry off the Warriors and you take Ja off the Grizzlies. They both be dog shit. So I don't know what you want. People aren't doing that anymore. But even if they were, yeah, Grizzlies no Ja, Warriors no Curry. Both teams no good. Yeah, I know. Oh, the Grizzlies were 13-3, bro. Stop. Peak first round exit the same way Warriors no Curry. Peak first round exit. Stop. Got it. You niggas are books. 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 Oh my God, y'all are books. Like on cue. On cue. No, just reads. Holy shit. Holy shit. Y'all say the same fucking thing. You niggas are auto-generated. That was I saw that coming from a mile away, bruh. That was nothing special about that argument. Shout out to a whole random YouTuber I'm about to shout out. Shout out to a motherfucker like Seth the programmer who has to deal with saying all this shit, doing all this research for his little power scaling videos, and then a motherfucker says something like that so easily counterable casual that they think that take, that the Grizzlies being 12-2 without Ja just completely debunks my entire stream, my entire premise, this entire thumbnail, because geez, I don't think Sage knows the Grizzlies were 12-2 without Ja Morant. What do you think the Desmond Bane-led offense is about to do in the playoffs? No shit, I know they were 12-2. Do you think that shit is sustainable? Y'all think the Grizzlies are a 70-12 team without Ja Morant? That was a weak sauce point. Like, y'all niggas know better than that. Let's look up that stretch, shall we? Let's go game by game. And this is why I say it's such a weak point. I don't know why that motherfucker brought that shit up, but hey, it makes my video look better. They beat the Kings. Oh no. Badass, dude. They beat the Raptors. Beat the Raptors with no OG, no Gary Trent. Where's SGA? Now I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about the Thunder without SGA. Anyway, while y'all do that, he beat the Mavericks. Luka didn't even play. Oh. Injury as well. All right, Luka was out here Luka-ing. Oh. So one of their 2 losses is when Luka and KP actually play together. Oh. All right. They beat the Lakers. They beat Houston. They're literally better than Houston regardless. They beat the shit out of Philly. Oh, okay. I get it. I see what happened. During a Damian Lillard slump. Oh, what do you know? They beat the Kings again, not doing it. The Kings suck. Oh, then they lost to the Blazers when Dame was even somewhat competent. Sage, the Grizzlies are 12-2 without Ja. I just hope you know that. The Grizzlies, they're 12-2 without. Nigga! I thought Sage just be ranting. Now that I'm here, I can see y'all niggas really be bugging. Bro, they really be saying anything. I was a hater when I said he wasn't better than De'Aaron Fox 2 years ago. So now I'm telling you guys, that's ironic how that works. Now I'm telling you guys to stop hating when this motherfucker is playing some of the best basketball of his life. It's crazy how they want you to win, but the second you start winning, they don't really fuck with you for real.